That's like so lucky. Hello everyone. Welcome to another fun podcast. I'm here with Gosho.
And Pinnacle.
And today we're talking about Shaun of the Dead. Let's get into it. Right, okay. So today we're talking about Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of the Dead.
Great comedy.
Thank you. I do think I'm a bit of a funny person.
So, Shaun of the Dead. So, first of its kind.
Is it?
Rom-com zom.
Rom-com zom?
Yeah.
So
it's a romantic comedy that's got zombies in it.
Yeah, trying to think of anything else that could fit into that. It's hard, isn't it? I don't think there is any, is there?
Well, not before it, anyway.
No.
But yeah, rom-com zom. So, romantic comedy with zombies.
What better mix?
Yeah, precisely. So, let's talk about who starred in it first.
Shaun Pegg.
Simon Pegg.
Yeah, that's what I said.
So
that's what I said.
First mistake.
Why do I think Shaun Pegg?
I don't know. Sean Bean?
I don't fucking see now. I'm a zombie, mate. I don't have memories.
So Simon Pegg.
Great start. Yeah. Simon Legg, come on.
Yeah. So Simon Pegg, and we'll do them both together. Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. So great comedy duo. Worked really well in this series. Went on to make 3 other films together, all comedies, in Hot Fuzz and World's End and Paul. Really good career. Well, for Simon Pegg anyway.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not, I don't think it's like... Because Nick Frosty is quite funny, isn't he?
Oh, he's hilarious.
That's what I mean. Like, so usually when you have any sort of, like, fat comedic person...
Told you it's not fat, it's power!
Yeah, they normally go on to do quite well, but what else did he go into after these sort of things? I can't honestly...
They had a series together, didn't they? Called Frost and Peg.
I don't know.
I think so, yeah. And it was like a bit of a weird sci-fi one. But what the fuck do I know?
Oh, no, yes, I have seen that.
What do I know? I got Simon Pegg's name
Was
wrong.
it called Frost and Peg?
I think so. It's probably not, is it? What is it?
Slaughterhouse Rules?
No.
Oh, they was in that together anyway.
I thought there was Frost and Peg. Or Peg and Frost.
I don't know.
Frosty pegging.
Oh, they did do something horror, didn't they? What did they do?
No, I don't think it was horror. I thought it was sci-fi.
What, sci-fi?
I don't know. That's what you're searching up. You tell me. I give you a bit of information.
I know, but I thought Frost and Peg, they just not coming up with anything
We'll
called
type Peg and Frost. Have you tried that?
On their sci-fi adventure. Just says it's just stating Paul.
No, there was definitely a series they did. I remember one of them being blue. I just dreamed this. I've just dreamed this somehow. Sorry, folks.
Starring Shaun Pegg.
You won't be seeing me much more after this.
Oh, I can't find it.
I'm sure there was something like that. What, you typed in series?
Do you know that story? You know that story.
Great success.
Alright, well, forget anything looking on the internet right now then. So, but Simon Pegg, I can't think of anything Nick Frost did on his own without Simon Pegg, I guess.
No, I don't think there is there?
Maybe he didn't want to. That's the only thing I can put it down to.
Yeah.
Maybe he just wanted to do stuff with his mate.
I reckon so. And they had great on-screen chemistry, didn't they? You could tell they were mates in like real life.
Oh, guaranteed.
Yeah, absolutely. So I can get why. And I always want him to do more. Like, I know they did the 3 other films after this, but I want him to do more. I want him to be known as that comedic duo.
Yeah, and it'd be great because, like, if he does only do these things because he wants to do it with his mate, I get it, you know what I mean? I get why he'd want to do that.
I've remembered one. I've remembered one. It was that wrestling film where he was the dad of the girl. He's gone. He's gone to go wrestle. He's gone to go wrestle.
Where? I'll be edited out. Right, yep, go on.
What do you do?
Just restarted your internet.
Oh. It was in that wrestling film with isn't that wrestling film with that girl and the brother, and they want to become wrestlers, and they do like a family wrestling event anyway, like locally, and they're all wrestlers and they're in it together, and they get scouted, and then he gets spoiler alert if anyone wants to.
Spoiler alert!
The film. Then her and the brother go. The brother don't get selected, she does, and they're all hyped about it, and it's about her going into like WWE, like the lifelong dream and stuff like that.
Right.
And he was the dad in that.
Is he any good?
As like the dad.
No, is the film any good?
Oh yeah, I loved it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, real good film.
Did he play a good part?
Yeah, I mean, you want the main role, but he was in it like periodic throughout the filming.
Oh, that's good to know then.
He was. I liked him in it as well.
But Sam and Peg though went on. Go on.
Because there was like one bit where she's really excited. She's like, "Oh, The Rock, my dad's like a massive fan. I'll ring you." And she was like, "Hey, Dad, it's The Rock." He's like, you know, hey, whatever his name is, it's Dwayne The Rock Johnson. He goes, "Yeah, of course it is." Just hangs up on it. You know, like just
Nice.
like, fuck you.
Yes. But Sam and Peg obviously went on to do much better than anyone
Yeah.
ever could imagine for really
Yeah.
who he is.
He did went to do Star Trek and things like that as well.
Yeah,
didn't
it
he?
is Star Trek played Scotty in that, and then it played.
He's done quite a few roles actually.
He was in Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
Nearly all Mission Impossibles since nearly 4. He's been up 12 now.
I don't know why.
Mission Not So Impossible.
What is it when someone put, I'm starting to think these missions are in fact possible. I think I remember as well, like a solo indie film he did where he was running a marathon.
Fat Boy Bun.
That's it, yeah. Don't think it was so indie then, was it?
No, but it was down a very similar route of his style of comedy though.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I still thought it
I
was great.
thought it was a good film.
Yeah,
Thought it was
I completely forgot about that until you started mentioning solo films. I was like, why have I got a picture of him running?
Yeah, Fat Boy Bun.
Yeah, that was it.
I'm just telling you. Right, so that's all pretty much started it, because it is all about them two, really. I mean, you had like Billy Nye and his mum and
Yeah.
flipping everyone else was in it, but not major.
Well, yeah, it wasn't like a crazy cast, was it?
No, it was mainly about them two.
And,
wasn't it?
and they were fairly new on the scene. I mean, I don't think anyone really understood anything about them, did they?
No.
So on.
No. So it was directed by Edgar Wright, who directed the Cornetto trilogy. I was supposed to put in quotations like it's not real.
Yeah.
But Cornetto trilogy, which was Hot Fuzz and World's End and Shaun of the Dead. Well, how do you like his directorial style, should I say? The way he directed it.
I think it brought in that whole. It brought in a new way of editing stuff.
Yeah.
Because I think it was I could be wrong, but I'm sure it was the first time when there was those quick edits where it's like toast, fridge closed, you know, it's snappy edit movements of different scenes of things happening.
Yeah.
Like really fast. I'm not sure why, I just remember that like being a style and being brought into films a lot more.
Yes. I do actually, because after that I can remember it being quite a lot.
Yeah. Like he'd spread the toast, he'd pour the cup up, shut the fridge, phone would ring. Do you know what I mean? It was that fast speed editing to show progression of time, and I think it was quite good. I really liked it, and they had the same like snappy, witty humour, and some of it was dry, and it was just good. They had a very good style and technique, and I wish I saw a lot more of it, I guess, in more films.
Apparently he did it in Shaun of the Dead just to keep things more creative and more interesting.
Yeah.
Do you know? I completely get it because it does it in nearly all the movies, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Those quick cuts, and they do bring an action to them. Do you know, like a massive bit like the filling of the toast, and when in Shaun of the Dead, where it's like, right, well,
Oh yeah.
get
his girlfriend.
Yeah, Japanese guy, kill Phil. Go get his girlfriend, take him to the Winchester. But he goes over that 3 times, and it just brings in a very good comedy genius to it.
Yeah.
And then they get quicker each time because he's just sick of explaining what he's going to do.
Yeah, I thought it was really interesting. I don't know why. It could have been done before, but I feel like they introduced that. I could be wrong.
I don't know. I can't see anything on it. Who created fast cutting in film? I don't know. It
probably won't maybe just introduce that point, but I feel like they utilised it to the best of the ability and then it became popular.
Yes, I think so. So, it might have.
I just can't think of anything before then, but I mean...
Because then you got like loads of things that started using it, like Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Yeah.
That used a lot of quick cuts. That all the time, to be fair, in that. What else used it? I can't think off the top of my head, but...
Because it's not like a montage. It's just like a fast forward.
I know. It's like a 5-second thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it lasts 5 seconds max, and they're getting about within 25 scenes, don't they? Just to I guess bring the sort of humour behind it on. That is a quick paced humour.
Yeah. It fills in the gaps. You don't draw anything out unnecessarily. It's like, okay, we want to show you getting from A to B, but A to B isn't important, so we're going to do this in 5 seconds.
Can you remember any pop culture references? Did they create any pop culture references?
Oh, do you know what? I can't say. I want to say maybe something like with the CDs where they make, like the vinyls, where they make reference to some of the music.
Oh, yes. I think yeah boy that was brought in quite well, wasn't it? And they sort of replicated that in Hot Fuzz, didn't there? Was the yeah Roy.
Yeah. And they just did a lot of stuff that I thought was just funny, and it was just great, and it was light-hearted, it was childish, but it was but it worked because you could see it was genuine. Like, I can imagine them doing that. They didn't force that.
Yeah, it just seems very with them two. It just seems like the humour came more fluently to them, and they just bounced off each other really well.
Yeah,
I think another couple of pop culture references, not maybe pop culture, but more British culture references. So it's just when he goes into the shop, like the corner shop for the first time, and he grabs a can of Diet Coke, puts it back and gets a can of Coke. And I just think it's so British that, like, and the next time he goes in, he grabs a can of Coke and he's like, no, I'll do Diet, like a Diet Coke's, you know, like better. And I just think that it's very typical of British people to, like, be like that, do you know? Like, oh, I'm on a diet now. But then sometimes go, oh, I can't be asking I'm gonna have a normal Coke.
Yeah. They just kind of give up on it. I think as well, like, the cornetto thing as well, because like you would just grab a cornetto like from the shop or whatever, but I think what makes it more iconic is when they're both like on the couches, like, I must have shopped one out, and his mate's just monged out on the couch. He's like, cornetto. But that does happen. That's a really realistic representation of like mates hanging out at times.
It really is, especially in Britain.
Yeah,
that's exactly how it is. It's just like, do you want it from the shop? Yeah, cornetto. It's just
cornetto. Not even making eye contact. It's like cornetto. Yeah, he's like it. Once again, but that could only happen between like really good friends.
Yeah.
Oh, friend! Oh, new friend! Oh, friend! Please be my friend! Oh, friend! Oh, friend!
And that's what they portray it so well in that. Well, I mean, the whole thing is their relationship gets in the way of his and his girlfriend's relationship in the movie, doesn't it? So,
yeah.
But yeah, it is really good. And what would you say, like, some of your favourite scenes are in it?
Favourite scenes, ones that stick out in my head more is the one where he's about to like start hopping over fences.
Yeah.
And he just completely falls flat, doesn't he? And he just is that one, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Because I was thinking, doesn't he do that in Hot Fuzz as well?
It does. So what happens in Hot Fuzz is they do a very, so in that one he goes to try and jump over the fence and the fence just collapses, so he just like falls like you know,
flat
just
in his
gets
face.
but in Hot Fuzz, obviously he plays the cop who's like a badass, and he's like jumping over the fences.
Yeah.
And then Nick Frost character just fucking runs through the fence, trying to do the same thing. But
And that's what I mean. They make iconic scenes out of their own films, like
Yes.
without relating to anything else. But yeah, I did like when he tried to jump over the fence and he just sit flat on his face, because you just think it's just that build up where he's like, then you know, he's motivated everyone, and then he just looks like an absolute dick.
There's just a couple of things that it's just like, well, again, it's very British, but it's just like there's like a couple snogging in the corner outside the Winchester when they get pissed for the first time. This is before they know it's a zombie apocalypse. It's like, what's the matter, love? Have your dinner? Do you know what I mean? And then his head like pops back, but they've turned around by this point. And obviously, she's actually eating him, which is just so funny. It's just like, because it looks like they're just snogging. It's just such a British thing to do. And then that leads on to the scene where it's like, ba-da, 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 ba-da. So good.
Yeah, there's loads of good bits. I like the bit where they cross paths with like another group, and it's like the exact opposite of all theirs. I liked little references like that, and I don't know, there was just.
And then obviously you got the part you already mentioned, but with the flipping music discs, where the phone one, don't they? Because his mate's throwing that one out the side, and he threw it, he's like stabs in his eye, so they go get a flipping load. But then there's that phone one, there's like, no. And then he gets
like, no, that one. And he's like, what? And he's like, no, it's a collectible. All right.
They're like going through, it's like, Batman soundtrack, throw it. I just love it. It's like, so and they obviously they're coming across music they don't like, probably in real life.
Yeah.
So they're just like, throw it.
Throw
Do
it.
you know what I mean? And I just thought, that's a really good scene. That is a funny scene.
Yeah, to be fair, there's one that, when I mentioned about films where you can quote them in like life and stuff like that, like when we talked about Ace Ventura and stuff, there's some on that, and one of them is where they first see the zombie in the garden, and he's looking out the window, he's like, what are you doing? And he's like, there's a girl in the garden. And I swear, like, that's come up in more conversations than I ever thought would. Like at work and things like that, and we've just gone, there's a girl in the garden. So, you know, it's like, because we always go, like, there's someone at the door, I'm like, there's a girl in the garden. Things like that, or when he looks at it, she's like, you think, oh, that's clearly a zombie, and he goes, oh, she's so drunk.
It's just so good. Because she does like look like she's out of it, doesn't she?
Yeah.
I just love it when like they want that very same scene, same situation where the push end she lands back on that flipping thingy, and Simon Pegg's face just goes, do you know? Because like you think you've killed someone, don't you? And then obviously when she gets up for the first time, the hole like through her, and you can see them through it. And like at the time, I remember watching that for the first time and thinking, how did they do that?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because like,
I mean, how long ago was that film?
I think it was 2004. So
what I
20
mean.
years old now.
It's good effects in it, but then am I thinking like 2004 is like 1990? Do you know what I mean?
2004, but I just think because it's probably a low budget movie. Do you know? It's not like it's got a massive budget.
Yeah.
But it's just done so well. Do you know? It just did so well, like with those sort of special effects and stuff like that.
I feel like they made it cool. They made it funny, but to all, I can't remember anybody saying Shaun of the Dead was shit. Do you know? I feel like it appealed to all audiences. And another bit as well was where he's at work and he's trying to motivate the team, and he's like, "There's no iron team, but there's an iron meat pie."
And meat is an anagram of team. It's just so
It's just ridiculous. But people use that, don't they? It's one of those little quotable things.
Did you know that every zombie in Shaun of the Dead was a fan of the TV series called Spaced? Is it Spaced?
Spaced. And then I think they did a documentary called Frost and Peg where they was talking about stuff.
Okay.
That rings a bell. Yes, Spaced. That was it.
Yeah, so every fan that was every zombie in Shaun of the Dead was a fan of that. Basically, they put out a tweet or something that if you're a fan of Spaced, on the Spaced, homepage sort of thing, and on the fan page, and they all became zombies. So it's quite cool.
I like that.
Cool,
Some of the fans like the true
and
ones.
that's what I like. I was like, that's really cool. That's a really good. It's a really cool thing. Is there any other like scenes? You think, oh, there's one. Do you know when? Do you know when they're trying to get to the Winchester? Like he climbs over all the fences. Like, is it clear? And he's just like, no, it's because there's just tons of them, and they're trying to get through. And they have that. His girlfriend has that actor friend, doesn't she? Who was a failed actress.
Yeah.
And she's like trying to teach him all how to act like a zombie. And then she just looks at his mum and just goes, "Yeah, that's perfect." So I was like, "Sorry, I was miles away, dear." Sorry, I was miles away, dear.
Oh, what about when he's explaining on the phone where he's going, "Look, Mum, we need to get you because we think Phil's sent to a zombie," and she's like not getting it. She's not grasping the situation. And then Nick Frost just goes, "We're coming to get you, Barbara."
It's real abrupt.
Yeah.
We're going to get you, Barbara.
Real forceful, and like obviously they get Philip and need to have a cricket bat and all.
And that's another thing. It's just like so. Obviously, Nick Frost stays in the car, doesn't he? So he's like, "I'll beat 3 times if you needed," sort of thing. And he goes to kill Phil, and then he goes into the kitchen and starts like explaining to his mum, was like, "Oh, we've got to go. Red don't like him." Blah blah blah. And then she just won't come. But he says, "Did you know when I was younger, Phil touched me?" And she just bangs down the knife because she's like buttering some bread or something. And just looks at him and she goes, "It's not true. Made it all up."
I suppose in that moment though, you would just say anything.
Yeah, of course you would.
In that moment, just to get him to just fucking come with, you'd say anything. But
and that's another funny thing is like so after it's just onslaught of comedy for me, and then soon after that he obviously goes out and Nick Frost says, "Crash the car." He's called Ed, isn't he? Ed crashes the car. And it's just so he can drive the Jaguar. It's a zombie apocalypse. He's crashing cars just so he can drive a Jag.
We'll have to take the Jag.
Exactly. So good.
Yeah, it's a great film.
Any other scenes? There's just so many.
Yeah.
We could mention them forever, couldn't we?
That's what I mean. Like,
We would just go through the whole movie.
Yeah.
Right. We're a walking spoiler alert, yeah.
No,
So, okay. So, would you and me do well in a zombie apocalypse?
Oh yeah, easily. Probably one because we're quite clued up. We've played a lot of post-apocalyptic games and zombie games, and I watched a lot of zombie series, and you kind of pick out things like that. But I think if you've watched enough, you kind of get an idea of a lot of it's true representation.
Yeah.
There's books and stuff where it shows you probably what would happen in the
how to
stages of like
survive and
panic
stuff.
and exactly, survival tips, what to do when you're stranded alone and behind enemy lines, things like that. They're all very similar. I reckon we would do very well. We'd use resources, we'd find shelter, we think logically, we would smash it.
Okay.
I've got a samurai sword.
So what if it was running zombies?
No, we did. No, we're gone. Sorry. We don't stand a chance.
So Shaun of the Dead zombies would survive.
Shaun of the Dead zombies
New
would
Dawn
survive.
of the Dead would die.
Oh, 28 days later, screaming in your face, vomiting blood, we're fucked. I just made us crawl into the oven and cook myself. that's as good as it's going to get. Okay, and if we're talking Iron Legend zombies, well, I just fucking die on the spot.
So, I mean, you talked about, like, right at the beginning about rom-com zombies, and did you know, can you think of any others?
I was trying to have a think about it, and I can't think. Not like, I think comzoms. Just realised. Would be a good comzom.
What do you like to comzom, mate? Come on.
Comzom.
Comzom, what comzoms do you think?
I don't know, I was just trying to think, was there any other sort of like comzoms? Well, you could say Evil Dead.
2.
Yeah, not the first one. That was definitely
first one's like more serious, and
yeah.
Second one's got comedy to it.
Yeah,
not really romantic.
No. So I think you kind of had comzoms.
And then you had Army of the Dead as well, didn't you?
Yeah, you had those kind of like comzoms coming.
They weren't zombies though, was they?
My fucking hell, then no.
It was more rom-com evil.
Well, Evil Dead was a bit zombie-ish, wasn't it?
Yeah, of course.
Well,
It had things
know.
coming back to life, didn't it? That's the thing. It had people who were dead coming back to life.
Or Brain Dead. You ever watched the film Brain Dead?
No.
I don't know if that's like a 70s, 80s fucking cheesy horror. Like at one point it was banned it's like banned for people to watch. But if you watch it, you'll be like, honestly, how did this piece of shit ever get banned? Because it's not even remotely
Scary.
Yeah, but I suppose it's the effects at the time. Probably stuff people have never seen before. But there's heads exploding. There's fucking rat monkeys. It's just fucking bizarre. But then there's like a priest, and he comes in like in front of a zombie, and he's like, "I'm here to kick ass for the Lord." He just starts fucking doing martial arts and praying zombies. You can't help but laugh. So I don't know if like that was meant to be like a comedy, even though it got banned. But now it's become
Cult classic.
Comes on.
Yeah. We're not calling it comes on. Zomcom,
Nah,
please.
it comes on. Coming over right, it is.
We've got Zombieland.
Yeah, but that was after, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm talking just in general.
Wow, hold up. Trying to prove a point, yeah.
Zombieland?
Yeah, I liked that, yeah.
That was a good film.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, it was actually.
But
what about Warm Bodies? Did you ever see that?
yeah, I did, yeah. And that was kind of like a rom-com.
That was definitely a rom-com song.
Yeah.
That was full-on rom-com song because it's all about
Rom-com
being...
song.
Well, it's all about like
Romantic
being able to
com-song.
feel again and then them coming back to life properly, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So...
But yeah, I must say then, thinking about it, I can only think of Shaun of the Dead as a rom-com song.
Not Warm Bodies.
No, like the first.
Oh, the first one, definitely. Definitely first of its kind. So, did you know
Yes.
there was a talk of a sequel?
Shaun of the Dead 2? I feel like I did.
Not Shaun of the Dead 2.
Oh, well, I'm full of shit then.
No, it wasn't basically a sequel to Shaun of the Dead.
Right.
Do you know what it's called? I'll let you try and guess it. If you get it right, though, I'll kiss you on the forehead.
Is it something like Shaun of the Dead, but it's playing words?
Yeah. I'll give you that. Get one guess.
Shit. I'm trying to think of something close to Shaun, like something like rhymes with Shaun.
Yeah. I get it.
I would have been along the right lines.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm thinking like, I don't know, Born from the Dead or something like that, or Jean of the Dead, Jean-Paul of the Dead.
It was From Dusk Till Shaun.
From Dusk Till Shaun, I was not thinking that. Fuck's sake.
So, obviously, there was talk about it being made, but it never ended up going ahead. But did you know, in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, I think it was, they actually have a poster up on one of the buildings of From Dusk Till Shaun, which I'll put on the
No way.
But I'll show you.
How did they sneak that in there?
I'll show you it. And I didn't even notice it when I was watching it, but I saw it more recently.
I wonder who initiated that. Do you think it was like just fans of like the film Shaun of the Dead, and they thought, oh, should we put this in or what? No way.
And you got obviously Nick Frost's character's actually dead in it, and these are obviously
That's insane. Do you think they did that to show more of like a multiverse like type
Yeah,
thing?
it must be, it must be because of the multiverse. So in that, and everyone was like, because I remember seeing a TikTok or something about it on a YouTube channel, and I thought, and loads of people was like, we want a Shaun of the Dead too.
Do you think that could happen more now because of that film?
Oh, wouldn't it be great?
That would be class if that was all inspired from Spider-Man.
I know you don't like your sequels.
No, I don't mind them if they're done right.
But comedy sequels are more... Oh, they're okay, aren't they?
They're more forgiving.
They're definitely more forgiving.
Yeah. I think sequels can be great if they're done great and there's a good solid story to it. That's the only fails when you start milking it and there's not original ideas and you just you're trying to put loose things together just because of the franchise name and things like that. Whereas like if there was talks of doing From Dusk Till Shaun, I feel like they must have had an idea about it before. Do you know what? It's not something that can happen. Or they needed more money to do it, or they just needed more time to think about it. And you never know. Sometimes things like this happen and it's like, yeah, this would be great. But then a lot of times past, a lot of the references will be different. Like, they wouldn't be able to go back in time, I don't think, to do it where it's from. So it'd be really difficult, I think.
Cool, though.
It is cool.
Cool that it
really cool.
might have gone ahead. I loved it when I first saw it. That is so cool. So cool to talk about. So obviously, we've talked about, like, I mean, my last point is just about British humour in general. Just so, do you think British humour is just so different to the rest of the world?
Yeah. I think it is. I think our comedy, not to like blow smoke up our asses, there's some good comedies like in America and other places, but I feel like comedy for us is so much more evolved.
And I think it just comes very easy to a lot of us. I think it's because of banter as well.
Yeah, growing up, like you grow up with it in your family.
Yeah, you get such thick skin so fast. Don't
Yeah, friends, like the closer you are as a friend with someone, the more brutal and harsh that you fucking get.
I apologise.
It's like, yeah, you define the more horrid the friendship, the more closer the friend, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, and like I said, I don't love American comedies. There's some freaking great ones like Pinnacle Express, and you know all the movies he's flipping created.
Absolutely, and some of Adam Sandler's.
Adam Sandler's older work.
Yeah,
definitely older work.
Waterboy, fucking one of my favourite comedies was like Mr. Deeds.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, and
mine
things
was,
like that.
mine was Happy Gilmore. So do you know what I mean?
They've got some great.
They have some great humour, but I think with British humour, it really shines really well for Shaun of the Dead. It's just like how easy it comes and how the conversations flow. Like they make the simple conversations funny. That's what I think is good about British humour. Is like they made the smallest conversations the funniest conversations. And I've never seen something like that's the difference between like someone who's a comedy actor and someone who's a comedian. Is like a comedy actor knows how to make something that's not funny.
That makes sense.
Whilst a comedian is like basically got a set and he's all planned out, whilst a comedy actor can make something funny out of nothing. I thought
off the cuff, like.
And I thought that was really, really good. And I thought, yeah, that makes absolute sense. So now I just found that in British comedies, even from the beginning of the time, like we're talking like Monty Python and just shit like that. Do you know what I mean? So far ahead of its time.
Yeah.
Do you know it's evolved from that Monty Python era. And I think British comedy is top notch. It's not for everyone, no, because people don't get it.
Yeah, it's too. Sometimes it's too witty.
Yeah,
and it just goes over people's heads. And like, what do you mean? Some people take it more as like insulting. They don't take it as just we're like so we've got such thick skin. Like, I know if, in some instances like where you have people talking to or we talk to people or talk to each other. If they did that over there, they'd take it offensively. They're going to bray the fucking best, mate.
Yeah.
They just pull out a fucking gun and start shooting everyone, setting fire to fucking people. Do you know, like? Whereas we're just like, shut them down.
Yeah, we can make the darkest sort of humour.
Or you just rebuttal, you just keep coming back and banter with it, like, and you just and then until one of you gives, or you just start laughing, or you just admit it, and that's it. I think that's why we're such a nation of like, I just don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that is. Well, that is the normality, but some people bit touchy. But I think British humour overall is just in a class of its own, and some people don't get it, and
which
that's
is
fair
fine.
enough.
Yeah, I can see why.
But when it comes to humour from all other parts of the world, I can appreciate humour from all other parts of the world still because I can get their jokes.
Yeah,
but some people just can't get the British humour. Anyway, that's it for Shaun of the Dead. Do you want to do some ratings?
I love a good rating. Let's give it a rating.
I'm waiting for that rating.
Yeah, the zombie rating.
Okay. Oh shit. Just having I can't use that. Weird. Right, I've got mine.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
You ready for my rating?
Yeah.
Shaun of the Dead gets 8 bottle caps.
8 bottle caps. That's surprising. I thought you was going to give it a 9. What made you?
Does that mean you're going to give it a 9?
No comment. Plead the 5th.
I think because I don't know. I don't think I could ever give a comedy a 10. I don't know if there's any comedy that is a 10.
Yes, we try.
I didn't give it a 10, did I?
No, but I did. So fuck you. But why can't you give a comedy a 10?
I don't know.
Like, what's going to be a 10 in your eyes for a comedy? I don't get it. I don't get it.
Well, says you're on The Matrix. You see, you was 10, you wouldn't even give it a 10 because you don't know why.
Listen.
I don't know.
Stop. It's not about me.
I think it's because comedies. I don't know. I don't know what comedy I could give a 10.
Ace Ventura.
I didn't give it a Joe a 10.
No, but I did.
I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know.
You don't know.
In my heart.
I didn't hate it as well.
Okay, so here you go. This is maybe why. On IMDb, what comedy is overrated? Any comedy.
Borat.
I don't think it is. But I'll tell you what, Borat, I did when I first watched it.
Yeah.
I laughed all the way through it.
So you got to give it.
But now I'm
Well, yeah, because it's one of them films where you know what's coming.
7.4, fuck you.
Fucking.
Right, why are you overrating it? Let's get this show on the road, bro.
No, I'm going to give it the impossible rating of 10. I don't know any comedy that couldn't be a 10.
So you rated it 10?
I'm rating it a 10. I was going for 9 originally when I was thinking
And you
about
talked
it.
to me.
I talked to you and you pissed me off. You fucking daft little ratings. You fucking, well, I don't know what you make comedy could be.
Why you said the same thing about Matrix?
I didn't say I don't know what Matrix couldn't be a 10.
All of them, apparently.
It's fair play, it's your opinion, it's wrong, but...
You just gave it a 10, so it like basically averages out at 9.
No, I was thinking 9, but then I was thinking, well, why I wanted it at 10? And I just thought, I don't know, it was perfect. It ended well. It had a great beginning, middle, end, great humour, easy watch, and you can watch it multiple times. I don't think they could have done anything more than what they did at that moment in time.
8.
Still gives it an 8. What an absolute fucking yoga.
Just tell me what comedy then. Go on, think of other ones. Think of other ones.
Alright, Pineapple Express.
Pineapple Express. 6.9. Next.
Nah, bullshit. Whoever's reviewing that, done that
Bullshit.
fucking taste.
Right.
Mr. Deeds.
Mr. Deeds.
Nah, that's probably
going to be fucking 4.2, isn't it? 5.8.
Fuck off, it's not a 5.8. Mr. Deeds is not a 5.8. See what I mean? You can't trust the internet. Don't trust us. We're in the Matrix.
Happy Gilmore 7. I'm telling you, there's not a comedy that's above.
Monty Python. Holy Grail.
Oh.
Go on.
8.2.
Fuck yeah. Go on, John Cleese and your band of heroes. So it's 10 then, yeah?
I'll change my rating.
No, you don't have to.
Nah, I'll change my rating.
You've made a fool of
It's
yourself.
7 now.
You made a fool of yourself.
No, 8.
8 it stands. It's still a good rating. I give it the Blue Star Ball Cat 10.
And I completely understand that.
If you understand it. Oh, man. Are you done?
That was a solid rating. That's a horrifying rating.
Are you done?
Done.
Right.
I'm done.
Fucking you are. You are relieved, sir. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Put in the comments if you can think of any other scenes that we missed out. What do you think about Shaun of the Dead? What would you think about Dust Till Shaun as well? But yeah, please give us your thoughts. If you'd like to see more of our episodes, please subscribe and enjoy. And boop.